Oh, hell. Is it Sunday already? Damn, don't time fly when you're drunk as hell. Now, let's get it on!
Good Lord. Wearing that to church early?
Listen here, boy. The Lord made everything. So he must have made this year hat. Ain't that right, Granny?
No, I wasn't that flashing my tea-towels down in PC Beach.
And God made PC Beach, didn't he? God is gooder than hell.
Right.
Today's gospel, the Lord tells us how we should live if we wish to attain the splendor of heaven. Or something like that. Jesus this, Moses that, Abraham hit me with a wiffle ball bat.
After me for what I did to his daughter. I did it like this, I did it like that. I did it with the wiffle ball bat.
Yep, the Lord sure did say a lot of hibbity, jibbity, bibbity, swibbity. But has he ever really done anything for any of us?
Welcome back to the Church of Give Me All the Money. We're going to have a special episode today. If you haven't heard, apparently Dear Leader got shot. Oh, no. He did? Oh. But they have the gunman? All right. So it's kind of like at the correspondence dinner. I don't understand that. He's never attended one before. Has he? I mean, he doesn't do those because he doesn't like to sit there while people, make fun of him. And the one time he goes, somebody, they claim someone tried to take a shot at him. So, yeah. Hey, Dear Leader is.
They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating...
Yeah, that dude. Yeah, we'll see what they say. We'll pray for them. I tell you what, though, one thing I wish that I had been able to do when I was, younger was... I wish that I could have gone to black church. Because let me tell you something. White church sucks. It's too long. It's too boring. It's too much of trying to make you feel ashamed of yourself so that I guess the point is to give them more money. Pay off, you got to pay the vig on your soul or something, And I just, it just really is. I've kind of thought, it's like, what if maybe I had gone to, a black church where they're always having fun, there's always great entertainment, they seem to really, they always like they're having a ball. It's like, I used to have to go when I was a kid, only when I was going to go and like when I go to my grandparents, and it's in Alabama, and my uncle he's not my family's just not religious. We if anything, I could say that we believe in the book of Schopenhauer or Schrodinger, and we believe that there is a cat in there. Usually, I mean not always, but more times than not. I mean at least like a 55%. But his wife June, my Aunt June, bless her heart, I think she's still alive. She was always nice to me. She could be a real bitch to some other people, but she was always. I think she's just scared of me for some reason. I'm just weird like that. But I think it's more that she's scared of my mother because she's just kind of evil. But when I go down there and I want to get away, because sometimes it can get boring. At the old people's house. My grandparents live down there. Yeah, I grew up in Charlotte, so it's like an 8-hour ride from Charlotte, to Montgomery, Alabama. And they used to live way out in Hope Hole, which is outside, which is like just way out in rural, it's on the outskirts of town. And we used to play baseball because they had one half of their yard, one side of the driveway was it's bigger than a baseball field. So we'd go out there and it worked out perfectly because we had a line of yucca trees that went all the way down. My grandfather has some fucking thing with yucca trees, and then we had like a drainage channel, like a very shallow drainage channel that ran right behind home base. Like that was kind of like just off our first baseline, and then the old man, planted little small yucca plants where the property line was. So if you hit over the yucca plants on the property line, or if you hit it over the street, it's a home run. But if it goes past the little drainage channel, or it goes over the yucca trees lining the driveway, that's a foul. So, but we get bored, and I mean they did have satellite TV back in the days when that shit worked, and I get bored. And I was like, I want to go hang out with my cousin Brandon. He's just a couple years younger than me. Plus, they had really good toys. They only had one kid, so they could supply him with a lot of shit. But I'd have to go to church because they'd come down on Sunday morning to see my grandparents. It was like a regular Sunday thing. In the morning, they come down there to like breakfast time, and then hang out and. They had out about 10 o'clock or so, or maybe a little earlier for your 11 o'clock, service. And my Aunt Jean was from this little, backwoods fucking. I don't even know what the fuck that town is called now, because there ain't even really a town where she is, her mother lives. It's just like country road. And you drive down it a long ways, and then there's her house. It's not like, what did the town look like? What town? There's no fucking town there. It's just on the middle of fucking, so this is the middle of fucking nowhere. Alabama, at least 45 minutes from Montgomery, or at least an hour from my grandparents. Because, like I said, they leave a little bit before 10, and they get there, before the 11. And they usually would show up just right, like 5 or 10 minutes early usually. And the thing was, and my uncle, he didn't have to go. He wouldn't go. He would go. She would drop him off, at her mother's house. But she had a pool. She actually had a pretty nice pool there. So, or actually not her. Her twin sister did, and we would get in the car and we'd ride up the road to her house. And so it's a backwoods, all white. And I mean, when it's backwoods Alabama Baptist. It is not just white. It's like white extra. It's like prom white. It's like it's like the white. It's like it's like white extreme. And it's very boring. Extremely boring. Especially as a child, because you're not sure how to make fun of it yet. And or it was kind of like just they weren't as that bad. Like they weren't like yelling at you, like you don't accept Jesus Christ, you're hard, you gonna burn in hell. You know, they weren't like that bad. But you know, they it was a lot of like shame and you know, and like you should feel bad for not loving Jesus enough. And it's like, okay, whatever. You done yet? Can we skip that fucking potluck, that shitty potato salad? I bet potato salad, the black church potlucks are fucking good. I bet they are. I bet they're really good. But you know, shit don't always go the way we'd like it to. But you know, we have a you know, like every Sunday we have a guest pastor, and that's going to be Pastor Pryor. He's going, you know, since he did the bicentennial sermon, you know, prayer. He's going to do the 251. You know, since it's been 50 years. So here is Pastor Pryor.
We are gathered here today to celebrate this year of bicentenniality in the hope of freedom and dignity. We are celebrating 200 years of white folks kicking ass. Now, white folks have had the essence of misunderstanding on their side for quite a while. Howsoever, we offer this prayer, and the prayer is, how long will this bullshit go on? How long? How long? How long will this bullshit go on? That is the eternal question men have always asked. How long? When man first got here, he said, how long will these animals kick me in the ass? How long before I discover fire and stop freezing to death? We always here in our church of understanding and unity have tried to figure out how long. Now, say in the Bible, we will know how long when an angel come up out to sea. He will have 7 heads and a face like a serpent and a body like a lion. I don't know about you, but I don't want to see no motherfucker look like that. If I see him come up out the water, I'm going to shoot him in the ass. We're only making one collection this year. And we ask that this year you donate 500 or 600. And we ain't going to fuck with you no more. Won't be around your house asking for shit or nothing like that. Let us offer, as the choir sang that old Negro I'd spit you, I will see, or we will see. Whichever the case may be. If you're singing alone, it's I will see. If you sing with peoples, it's we will see. See, the shit work out right. They've been rehearsing. Go ahead. We will see. We will sing, 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 We will see. 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 That was lovely. That was lovely. Yeah, before I spend some more money on rehearsal, we will see. Bring me some shit like that. Now, I'd like to make some apologies to you because last Sunday, a spiritual thing happened. Nice family, the Walker family, brought in their son. They asked me, said, "Can you heal our son?" Well, I apologize because he's a big waterhead boy. And I wasn't gonna touch the motherfucker. I'm telling you that, dude. Little nigga had a big head about this big. And they wheeled him in, his head was bobbing back and forth. I was not about to touch that motherfucker, I'm telling you. Because that shit is contagious. I said, don't get the nigga a big hat or something, leave me alone. And some of the deacons come down on me for that. And like to say to the crippled peoples that come here, can't you find another church to go to? Goddamn, you come in knocking shit down and breaking up furniture and shit. Learn how to crawl, shit. And you deaf and dumb motherfuckers, you motherfuckers that can't talk, we don't need your help. All that shit, kiss my ass. They got schools for you to go to. Go learn how to speak, goddammit. Shit. Also, there's some discrepancy about the baptisms last month because 3 or 4 people drowned. They was old peoples. I did not know a couple of them had asthma. I just put him under a little while. I thought the bubbles were from the spit.
You must be crazy.
He good.
You must be crazy.
Yes, Pastor Pryor always does a great service. He always does. He is definitely one of the greats, and that brings back some good old memories. And yeah, I feel like if I had to, just a few times I went was like I said when I was a kid. I only went when I had to, if I was going to go, to my cousin's house to stay over, and the only time they come down there is on Sundays. So that's pretty much it. And then as I got older, I wound up marrying a woman who was, for a very religious family, and they mean well, but they are, from a very rural part of, East Georgia. And, yeah, it's kind of hard for me to, like if the few times, here and there, once in a while I'd have to go to church, with her, and then hang out there, and it's just like it talk about that feel like Mort from work, when you're on the spectrum, and you didn't grow up in a religious. If I would have grown up in a religious family, then it wouldn't have been that big of a deal. I'd been used to that. I'm used to a family that everybody curses like a fucking sailor, and everyone is a shit talker, and they roast you constantly, and then these people, are just kind of like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's hard to explain what it's like, but some people probably understand. But I feel like if I would have went to a black church when I was young, I probably would have enjoyed that. I mean, like I said before, I grew up in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I first started going to school like about around 1980. And we had busing there. Like I said, if you didn't have enough black people at your school, they'll bring you some from whatever part of town. They go all the way to the other side of Wilkinson Boulevard, get them. And I think it was kind of good because that way they're actually more accepting than white folks, especially of a weird, chubby white kid like me, who's on the spectrum. And even though they didn't know what the fuck was wrong with me, it's always weird. They always accepted me though. Really no problems. So I always got along well with them. So we went to Georgia, and there were no, black. There was like one. Well, we had like the one token, black guy kind of getting South Park, like token, and that was it. And then it was kind of like that was a lot more difficult for me living there. Even though we lived in like the most high end, part of North Perimeter, over Atlanta Country Club Estates area off of Collins Drive. And but yeah, well, we have another guest speaker today who's gonna talk about the gifts that his mother sent him from the afterlife. No, duh, I'm not kidding. After she'd already passed away. Here's the thing. It was 4 days after she passed. He got gifts from her. Well, that's when the gifts were purchased. And yes, this is Brother Doug and Mr. Stanhope. The mic is yours.
And I go, wow, you're really knocking those back, Ma. And she goes, there's times to be dainty and there's times to be a pig. And we all laugh. And this is Mother's problem throughout her life. She was a funny lady sporadically, but when she would get a laugh, she would just hammer it and over-tag it and repeat the joke. Like, I could keep getting a laugh off the same joke, and it would ruin the joke. And when we all laughed that there's times to be a pig, I saw her go into, and I go, shut your fucking mouth. Those are perfect last words. You're not gonna ruin this joke. Cut the mic on Mother. And then we just roasted her as she fell in and out. We just did a Friars Club roast, making fun of her and making it a fun, dark suicide. Ma, wait! They found a cure! I love you. Fuck you. I was a bad mother. I love you. At one point, I remember I said, Ma, if there's any kind of white light situation, that other side that you get to, if you can communicate with us Houdini style, see if there's any way that you can make the Saints cover 8 points at Oakland tomorrow. Because I have money on the game. And they did. The Saints fucking blew them out. October 12, 2008. The Saints won 34-3. I'm not saying that's proof of an afterlife. That was just $40 that I won. Proof of the afterlife is this. If there were no afterlife, how could my mother have bought me and my friends so many nice things from the Sky Mall catalog on her credit card 4 days after she'd passed from this earth? Answer me that, Your Honor. Answer me that. In fact, I'd like to enter these credit card receipts into evidence against the advice of my attorney. Look at that. 4 days. I had to swear on your Bible just to testify in my own defense. Your silly fake Jesus only lasted 3 days before he ran out of that cave like a pussy. My mother, 4 days, relaxing up there. She's drunk eBaying like I do. That last piece of that story has special meaning to me because in my entire career, that's the only chunk of material I've ever had that had a statute of limitations before I could comfortably tell it on stage. 3 years statute for credit card fraud. After that, fuck you. Mother didn't want some silly gravestone. That doesn't do anything. Mother wanted me to have a voice-activated, remote control R2-D2 doll. The band.
Do you see the light?
The band.
Do you see the light?
What light?
Have you seen the light?
Yes! Yes! Jesus H. Goddamn Christ! I have seen the light!
Ain't Brother Doug just a nut? He is a colorful character. I'll tell you what. You know, I don't think he's going to burn in hell for, you know, being so blasphemous, but he might singe a little bit. And now we're going to have, oh, we are? Okay. Yeah, it's just time for the money. This is the church of, give me the fucking money or I'll stab you. And so Reverend Pimp Daddy's going to do collection.
That the Lord wants you to give generously into his church.
Amen.
Don't ask no questions. Don't ask how come, why come the pastor have to have him a nice house? Why come pastor doesn't have a nice car? Don't ask. I said don't ask. I said don't ask. No questions. Just give the money. Look, nigga, get the collection plate around on that side. Nigga, get it around on that side.
Donation. It's a donation.
I thought it was a trash. Don't be hitting on me.
Put some money in there.
Stupid ass. I whoop your ass, Clarence. Don't
Come
call
on,
me
now,
shit.
watch it.
You tall black motherfucker.
There's women up inside.
I don't give a fuck about it. Ain't nobody give me nothing.
Here at the Give Me All the Fucking Money, I'm going to Stab You church, we believe that, you know, you should pay us a considerable, tribute, or things may happen. I mean, I say God works in mysterious ways. And, well, we'd like to thank, Pastor Pryor, Brother Doug, Reverend Pimp Daddy for collecting the money, all you fools for paying us, and just all you gotta know is that Jesus is always on that main line. If you wanted his kingdom, you got to tell him what you want. But you got to tell, we'll tell him for you. And we'll let you know how much it's going to be, But yes, here at the church of Give Me All the Fucking Money, I'm going to Stab You, we believe that, we should, show a certain level of responsibility. Because your soul's a very important thing. And we want to make sure to save it. Wait a minute. Hey, is he doing? He's doing a. You said dealer's doing a press conference? Really? Oh fuck! Great. All right. Well, we'll cut in for that.
They're eating the dogs. The people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating.
Yeah, same shit it always is. God almighty. It never fucking ends with him. Fuck me, man. It's like the definition, repeatedly committing an act expecting a different result. Well, actually, it usually works for him some fucked up reason. How many souls you gotta sell to get that kind of luck he's got? Jesus. Oh, man. Yeah, he's gonna have the pineapple shoved up his ass repeatedly for eternity, like Hitler.
You're serious.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's going to go down that way eventually. I mean, if that is a thing, you know. I mean, here at the Church of Give Me All Your Fucking Money or I'm going to stab you. Well, you know, we believe that the Book of Schrodinger, you know, gives you all the answers. And as far as who it actually is, well, we don't know, but they're obviously a shitload smarter than us because they trapped us in this fucking simulation we're never getting out of. You know, unless we get canceled because, you know, it just ain't entertaining enough for them. And we want to keep them happy. And I think that they kind of like, you know, the kind of services we provide. You know, they like our sermons, you know. It's like we're just, you know, we're just energy, you know, condensed down, you know, into vibration and covered with a microscopically thin layer of matter, you know, covering up, you know, a vacuum energy core that we should never open. Yep. It seems like, you know, it's just, you know, it's been a good week, you know. You know, I asked Lord, you know, to bring me some more subscribers, and they went at like fivefold. I've got like, I don't know, about 8,000 views over the weekend. Those shorts are easy though. That's low hanging fruit. So, but I thank you, simulation programmers, for that. If you could hook that shit up even better, that'd be good too. But yeah, so yeah, hopefully dear Leader makes it through. We'd hate for anything to happen to him. You know that. He's like fucking 80 years old. He's got pepperonis fucking just falling off of him. How the fuck is that dude still alive? Ugh. Well, you know, if any of y'all run into Ricky Strom, tell him say hi to my mama for me. Love y'all, bye.
When I get to heaven, I'm going to shake God's hand, thank him for more blessings than one man can stand. Then I'm going to get a guitar and start a rock and roll band. Check into a swell hotel. Ain't the afterlife grand? And then I'm going to get a cocktail, vodka and ginger ale. Yeah, I'm going to smoke a cigarette that's 9 miles long. I'm gonna kiss that pretty girl on the tilt-a-whirl, 'cause this old man is going to town.
I just wanna tell you all, go fuck yourself. Oh, shit.
I do not freebase cocaine.